Hello and welcome back to my channel Lady T. My name is Natalie and today we are going to take a look at another house build. Today I'm going to build my own home actually. I live in a studio, so that's why this is such a small home. Also it's still small, considered to be a small home, but it's the biggest size of the small home. Always so confusing to explain. This isn't the final thing. I'm going to make the rooms a bit bigger. It's a little bit hard to really make it look like my home because the size fits in this thing, but I have two big ass windows on the outside of my home, and on the other three sides I'm boxed in, so that's why there are only windows on one side. So there aren't really that big of windows in this game. At least I don't have them yet. Maybe they are in a Machino pack, but that's why I ended up with the windows that I ended up with. And what I really couldn't find here in the hallway, I wanted to make, I have a coat hanger there, but it hangs on the wall. But I couldn't find anything like that in game, so I just ended up giving this sim some other stuff. He is a guy who's a bit creative. I created him with the storytelling thingamabob. And that's why I ended up doing some things different than I have in my own home. This is the point where I decided like, okay, this isn't the right size because you are not very capable of walking around in that bathroom Sims wise, but in my home it's fine, so I decided to make it a bit bigger, and this is more true to life. And here I was actually looking for a heater, but I couldn't find it, so I was like, okay, I'll just do something else and make the bathroom slightly different because I can't find all the stuff that I have in my own home. And I actually took a long time searching for that, but here's where I decided to just do something else. And here there is a little... Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use this room in my own home. There is a special thing that keeps the air clean and helps with heating, so you don't have to use your heaters too often. And that's in that room, but I also have some supplies there. So I was just like, there is a room there, but I don't really use it. And I of course have this 2 bookshelves from IKEA. Which are 4x4, but it takes up a lot of space in this home, so I decided to make it 3x4. Just the idea is there, so it is fine. So the home that I'm living in isn't a student home, but you were allowed to respond to this home until the age of 23, and I was 22 at the time. So there is a point system here in my town where you get points for how long you've been registered to look for a home. And I was just lucky that I was a bit older, almost 23, and I had the most points at the time. So that is how I ended up with this home. And I'm not currently living in a student apartment, a study building. So I'm very happy with that because I have some cleaner neighbors. And the size doesn't always really fit the way I have it at my home, but it's more about the idea. And here I actually have a green table at home, but I couldn't find it, and here I was trying to look up how to raise objects again, but it just wouldn't work for me this time. Sometimes the game is kind of buggy like that, and I guess it's a cheat, so yeah. And the kitchen was the thing that really... It's a lot smaller than it is at my home. Because of course I deleted the sink that I'm going to place in here because the Sims need an open counter, and I don't need it at my home, so I have lots of space to cook actually, but in The Sims you don't really have that. And I was trying to add some more clutter up there, but for some reason it wouldn't go up the other shelf, not even if I placed it somewhere else, so I just decided to leave it empty. And now I have another clock on top of my dresser, but it wouldn't work in The Sims again. And of course don't have an outside by myself, but the lot was there and there was more space, so I was like, oh, I'm just going to give him an outdoor area. I have an outdoor area here as well, of course, but it isn't mine. So I decided to just make it part of the plot. And of course, because he's an artist, I also gave him some stuff to do outside, to do some graffiti and painting, because I think that he would like that. So this is the home that I ended up with building. I really like it, and maybe I'm even going to play with him for a bit just to see how the house works. But we're almost going to go to the screenshots. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in another video. Goodbye!